Hello everyone, and welcome to the Deeply Renegade podcast. My name is Molly, also known as the Deeply Renegade, and I'd like to welcome you guys to episode 462. Today is Saturday, April 13th, 2024, and I'm glad you could join me today. I have to laugh a little bit because I was looking over what I had last done. And I totally could have given the nanny a shell. What would it be? It's it's almost been a month since I last recorded, which, to be fair, would it be? It was the case for, I was in Asia for about a week and a half, and then my in-laws were in town to help out because I was in Asia, but I was supposed to be in Asia for 2 weeks. So as a result, I didn't end up recording while they were in this room, which can be sort of stressful. So the Dear Sweet Level 1 and I are trying to figure out what we can rejigger so I can have some of my own private space. Would it be? Because it's not like this house is super big. So and it's not like it would have been a scenario where I would have recorded even somewhere else in the house. It was fine. There were quite a few lovely yarny events that I was able to attend. Whatever. Not too crazy. Or what was it? So it worked out, but it's been what would it be? Weird times. So as a result, or would be I did need to change my trip on the fly. It turned out that I was going on a trip to China. My China visa had expired in February. I thought I had a 10-year visa. I did not have a 10-year visa. So now I need to redo the China trip, which is fine. But it means I need to renew my passport and get my 10-year visa. And then maybe a different visa too, I'm not sure. So we'll see how everything comes together. It's a little bit of a weird process, but we'll make it work out. And I feel like I got good use of my passport so that's not too crazy. But I'm also kicking myself a little bit because I could have taken care of things on Tuesday and I didn't know. So it's fine. So what is going on? So I thought I was going to show you the shawl finished object, but really I should just give that away. But I did finish another thing, but there's still some finishing left to do still. But I did bind off my poet sweater by Sari Nordland. So excuse me. I still have to weave in ends. I still need to remove the sleeve holders, but it is done. So I do still need to block it, but I will need to probably remake the guest bed in order to make that happen. But we can put it on. I do really want to block it, and I sort of want to actually wait to weave in ends until after I block it, because I am still a little bit unsure on the sleeves. Or would it be? It'd be the case where when I initially did the sleeve, it was probably like negative ease. It's now like 0 ease. And like it should loosen a little bit up in blocking. It does actually look quite nice under this shirt. So get up on my knees. So what would it be? It's this is a particularly long shirt, so it was like get mostly into the frame. So it's like mid hip length on me. I'm wearing leggings right now, so who knows where everything is. Would it be like it is a boat neck, so that's why like my collar is peeking through like that. I was probably gonna wear it with like a black tank top underneath. I don't know whether or not I would want to fold up the sleeves or not. I'm not. It seems to be working out fairly well right now. And definitely definitely is the case where like would it be there is like some wrinkling up here, which I think just has to do with it being a raglan. So would it be like, I feel like I told you guys like months ago, I was like, because I was debating whether or not I did want to knit it as a raglan or not. I chose that choice. It's fine. No, because I also have a couple of other sweaters where it's just like, But no worries. I don't have any plan for what would it be? No plans at this time. In terms of yarn usage, I still have my whole massive swatch, which is almost the size of the front of the sweater anyways, and then I have this chaotic ball of yarn. So I don't know whether or not I even really want to keep the swatch, but because of how much total yarn I have, I think that's why I'm waiting to pass judgment on the sleeves. And it would be annoying to reknit them again, but would it be if it doesn't work out after blocking, then that's what I'm gonna have to do. I did end up doing like a gusset right here, so I did end up taking out quite a bit of fabric, and maybe that was a bad choice. And when I ripped it back before I did keep the gusset, so that's the only open question on this right now. So I'll need to make the bed, I'll need to soak the sweater, I'll need to block it, I'll see how it turns out and go from there. And if it does not turn out to my satisfaction, then the gusset was my own stupid design feature and whatever. But would it be overall pretty happy. I do have to laugh now that that the designer has like 50 bajillion variants on this pattern. I don't think any of them were like a sweater shaping style that I actually but it is pretty cute. And I will, or what was it? Like, it definitely is maybe going to be the case where I need to do like a quick sweater shave on it. For some reason, keeping it in this bag has sort of roughed it up a bit, and I can tell because there's all sorts of fluff on it. So I'm not sure what it is about that cotton, but did something for sure. So I didn't end up finishing the sweater on the trip, but I did get a ton of work done on it. Because there's nothing like an international flight to catch up on every single movie you've plausibly wanted to watch, and finishing movies I've tried watching on other trips, so. Uh-oh. It looks like it is pulled off. I will have to reattach. So, what am I doing now? I actually only have one project going, and this is, what would it be? Like, will I be starting something new? Probably. I only brought the yarn for this sweater, or what was it? That was my backup project. So, as you do, did I show my swatch and what was going on? Did I wash my swatch before the last episode? Like, this is the problem with going so long in between. So this is, I think, my swatch on 6s, and this is my swatch on 5s. And when I washed it, it actually shrunk a little bit. Interestingly enough. So this is my Harrisville Designs flywheel in the aquifer color, which, well, blue, it blends. I will be definitely blending into the chair after this, but you can see here all of the gorgeous colors. So while it is blue, it does show green, red, and purple in it, which is pretty cool. And then, like, would it be like definitely the scenario in which we are getting good stitch definition in the seat stitch as well. And looks good in stockinette, looks good in the cables. So I think overall we're definitely trending towards a win. And then this is a sleeve. So interestingly, no edge treatment. I don't know whether or not would it be. So no edge treatment on this sleeve, so whatever. Really, like, I think this is the only, or this is probably like the largest expansive stockinette. The rest of the sweater has ribbing and cables, so don't think that's gonna be too big a deal. But already had, or whatever, like a little bit of cable action down here, and then this is sort of the main motif. So would be an interesting in that it was like all the crosses are the same direction, which would it be just interesting. But it's been so long since I've done actually anything cabled. But so far so good. Pattern is knit flat, and that's actually what I like. I hate doing cables in the round. Probably my last cable pattern was a sock, which was cables in the round. No, it's been a very long time since I've done it, but so far so good. I did do cabling without a cable needle for sort of the lower cables, but the main one is actually like a 4x4 cross, so I am using a cable needle that I ended up getting in the Bay Area yarn crawl. And I thought I lost it and emailed the lost and found people at work, and then found it as I was walking back home. So luckily it just fell out of the project. So I'll need to figure out the appropriate minding method, which is probably magnets. It was like, if the solution could be starts, then it should, right? So, what would it be? So the pattern is Piper. It is a Carol Sunday pattern. Not a ton of people have knit it. It was definitely the case where some of my knitting friends were concerned because the pattern is knit in like in a 100% cashmere yarn, which is bananas. Will it roll too bad when it's more sleeve-like? Not sure. I definitely, or what was it? It was also the case where I'm like, is this actually the amount of ease that I want in the sleeve? And I think it'll be okay. It's supposed to be sort of long and flowy, so we're still very much so at the beginning. This is still the first ball of yarn. I guess there hasn't been too much knitting lately. I know. I finished a whole sweater, so it's fine. So that is how things are going there, and then it is the case where I think I have decided on what my next project will be. So I just have to, or what is it? I'll actually have to select less colors than I have. So I have, or would it be? Maybe let's see whether or not we can do that. So this is the one I'm working right now. Sorry, a little bit of glare there. We'll tilt until the glare goes away. There you go. So, not like super duper ridiculously cablelicious, and I think that's okay. Some of the details from, or what is it? I'm actually wondering if they have you start at the top. But that's what the front actually has, like seed stitch detail at the top. So not too crazy there. Definitely had like a moment where I was trying to figure out what was going on, but would it be? So not, or would it be? It'll be the case where it won't be like super duper dense in cables. So should be fun. And then I really don't like how books has changed, but I think I am going to knit DPN this out of my Ulysses. So, but like the adult version of the pattern has more colors, and I think that's just because the yoke has more stuff going on in it, or maybe it's just simplified. I don't know. I will have to stop and think at least a little bit about it. But it is a case where for the smaller sizes it doesn't have as many colors. So but it should be good on yardage overall. So I'll need to pull that yarn out. I probably won't wind it into balls. It's not skeins, it's balls basically. And then do a little bit of swatching and see if I can make the fabric work or not. So we'll probably swatch in the main color and see how that goes. So what would it be? Because I ended up getting a bunch of Tin Can Knit stuff. So I got the Love Note, I got Everyone Loves Hearts, and then I got a different book as well. So should be good, probably. Will I start that today? I don't know. Could I single-mindedly work on the project I already have? Possibly. Definitely would it be like knitting cables definitely takes different brain space for sure. So we'll see how it goes and if I want to do something different or not. I suppose it would be a pickle if I needed to use the same size needles for both. I guess we'll find out. But it should be cute. So I think that's the direction I'm going right now. So what that means, or would be, but maybe I'm gonna wait to start it until I am certain about the other sweater. That's probably a good plan. So I need to make sure that I'm done knitting the poet before I start another project. And it did feel like the sleeves ended up taking forever. Or that I was knitting a brioche shawl instead of knitting sleeves. So, what would it be? So, I should probably know by tomorrow if I actually hustled on making the bed so I could lay out my pad so I could block it. It definitely seems like something that should be blocked for sure. So what would it be? So we'll see how everything goes. I have wound all of my yarn. I don't think I'll need all of my yarn. Perhaps it was silly to wind all of my yarn, but here we are. So I'll probably end up throwing more of my yarn into the bag because I'm not carrying the other sweater around. And then I have one more thing to share. So I did end up going on an adventure. So while I was in Seoul, because I couldn't be in China, I ended up going to an LYS there. And so would it be? It was not too far away from like the Palace and Temple complex, and that wasn't too far away from where I was staying, so I ended up going on a walk. I scoped out every single coffee shop on the walk, and then ended up deciding to stop at a place that had coffee and churros, and the churros were delicious. The coffee was good too, but I wasn't expecting churros, and it was very satisfying. And so it was so hilarious because being fresh off the Bay Area yarn crawl, I have a very good idea about what I can get locally, and it was definitely the case where that Seoul yarn shop, all their books were in English. They had all the Xiaogu stuff. They had Brooklyn tweed, Harrisville designs, Rowan, what it be? They had some things I probably would have been harder to get in the United States, like the Marie Wallen yarn. It was very clear that they loved color work. What it be? Maybe I should have hung out for a while, and knit with them, but what it be? It was the case where I went through the whole store and then decided to pick up some Mayak because at least it was sort of Asia adjacent. Like Mayak is milled in Italy, but has Tibetan fiber in it. So I ended up getting this 50 Baby Yak 50 silk blend from them. So I ended up picking up like a blue, a yellow, sort of like a a cooler pink and a warmer pink. So I figure there's probably something cute that I can end up making with this. They are 25 grams skeins, so it's not like I've got a ton of stuff here, but it was just something where I was like, oh yeah, like, here is something in the shop that I know I can't get locally, and it was nice to be able to touch and feel stuff in there. So what does that? Yeah. Okay, so this is actually pretty darn fine yarn in the grand scheme of things. So light fingering. So what it be? So should be fun. Probably some sort of shawl. Probably brioche. We'll see how it comes together. It's like, should I buy more? Whatever. Should be fine. So, what'd it be? So, but I think that's everything. So, what'd it be? It worked out just fine. Trying to think what else is going on. So, what'd it be? And then when I ended up getting back, there were 2 weekends of hanging out with friends at Berkeley, which was lovely. It was also nice because we had more adults around, it was possible to go to knit night when I was ready to go to knit night. So not too crazy there. But yeah, in terms of yarn events, not too much is going on. Would it be? I don't have anything like explicitly planned right now. Which is probably fine. So it's just a matter of figuring out what exactly I want to do. Not too crazy. Let's see. Anything else? I don't know. I'm just so glad that I have my room back again and my chair. Man, would it be? I think that's the hardest part about having guests over is would it be? This is the guest room. So yeah, no, I feel like a lot of my plans are would it be like, what was it? Like there's supposed to be a celebration of life for my husband's grandma. She passed in 2020, but whatever. She knew when to go. This is her chair. So would it be? So we'll be going and doing that. We no longer have to go to Ohio in October because my brother and sister-in-law eloped, so I would have liked to have gone to a party, but they didn't want to have a party, so that's fine. What is it? Like, I'm not off the wait list for SSK, so I'm still hoping and waiting for that one. So we'll see what comes together. Not too crazy. Yeah, so we'll see what happens, or if I get to furiously knit for at least a little while this weekend. It was very hilarious because my child was like, because I had pulled my project into the other chair, the chair I used to podcast in, and then he was going, I was like, yeah, you're trying, man. Probably more dexterous with the spinning wheel instead. That is interesting. I honestly can't remember if I've shown you a finished spinning project. Have I? Or would it be? I cleared my wheel before the trip. And was what I had on my wheel the base 12 spin along? Did I show you that skein? Like I can't go fact check myself. So if I neglected to show my base 12 spin along skein with its majestic gradient, I apologize. And I'll take care of that next week. If I forgot, I'll have to skim the last 2 videos or so. So then on that front, what I need to do is pull down my fiber. I'm planning on splitting the fiber into thirds for this next ply, and then go from there. So, weird. I'll have to skim, because I really can't remember. Did I wash them? I did wash and back the skein. Did I show it to you guys? Whatever. So yeah. And then there's whatever. It just feels like there's all sorts of like weird life stuff that I need to take care of. So we'll get it worked out. So hopefully I will be able to record again in 2 weeks. I don't anticipate that anything crazy is going to happen between now and then. And what it be, I guess we'll see as I sort of settle back into like a more normal groove. It feels like the past month has been very abnormal. So not too crazy there. So with that, I hope you guys have a lovely week, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.